PRC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is James Spann with the ABC 3340 Weather Xtreme video. This is for Thursday, the 17th day of July. The weather around here, hot and hazy with not much happening, and probably the weather here stays quiet for a few days. Let's go right to some Skycam shots. We'll begin with a look at traffic. Out there on Highway 280, that's coming from our Skycam on top of the Wingate Inn. And it's your typical hot, hazy summertime day in Alabama. There's a view coming from Tuscaloosa, looking north from the top of the Tuscaloosa County Courthouse, and from Mount Cheaha. On the eastern side of the state, we do note some buildups out there, but so far not much happening on radar. There's the water vapor satellite shot. The storm track up north. Big storms again over parts of the Midwest. Around here, showers are very isolated, and again, we note that tropical disturbance that has now moved a little east of the Florida Peninsula. And we wonder if that thing might develop into a tropical depression over in the Atlantic. Could happen, as you'll see in a moment. There's a look at the radar at about 2:45 or so today. Not much out there at all. I mean, just a few specks, and that's about it. I'm afraid the radar is going to look like that tomorrow as well. There's the QPF graphic. This is the expected rain through Tuesday morning of next week. Tuesday morning at 7. Bullseye on the South Atlantic coast with the tropical system. 5.5 inches of rain around Savannah and Charleston. And around here, maybe 1/10 of an inch, 1/4 inch on the high end. That's about it. Also some good rains up north. Let's check out the tropics. There's a wide view of the Atlantic. We've got Bertha still hanging in there, moving away out to sea, and we note the disturbance there just off the South Atlantic coast of the United States. Nothing's moving north-northeast. That moisture is just going to slowly move into the Carolinas and eastern Georgia. It might not develop, but certainly while the core is over water like that, it could become a tropical depression, but the main effect one way or the other will be from heavy rain. And down south, boy, the Caribbean, very, very unsettled. First off, that good-looking disturbance just off the Central American coast. That might become a tropical depression, but again, that thing is moving inland, so its little window will be ending late tonight. And then back off to the east, that's old 94L we've been watching for a long time, coming through the Central Caribbean. Here's a look at the modeling on 94L. And most of the models push it across the Yucatan, up into the Bay of Campeche. And understand it's got a lot of shear to fight. There's a look at the shear analysis. You can see the wind shear in knots shows up at, it peaks at 40 just south of the Hispaniola there. And it's going to have to fight that off. Of course, it's a low latitude, so it's on the southern edge of the shearing. And notice once it gets up in the Gulf, it's pretty favorable up there. The Northwest Caribbean, the Gulf of Mexico. So if that thing can get through there and make it up into the Bay of Campeche or the southern Gulf, it might be an issue. In fact, the GFS kind of aims that thing at Texas down the line, as you'll see coming up in just a bit. And quickly out there in the East Atlantic, that thing that came off the coast of Africa, not looking organized at all, but as always, we'll watch all of it. Here's the modeling. This is the 12Z GFS, valid at 1 o'clock tomorrow, 1 o'clock Friday afternoon. Got flat ridging across the deep south. Down below that, our tropical low is located on the South Atlantic coast. And again, that's centered really not too far from Savannah. But it sure looks dry here, doesn't it? The deeper moisture well to the east. Saturday, same deal. And look, there might be a shower in spots the next few days, but I don't think we'll see that many. So just hot, hazy weather continues. And Sunday, pretty much the same deal. As we look relatively dry, any showers should be widely scattered. And yeah, we see 94L, that disturbance coming up through the Yucatan Channel down there in the lower part of the picture. It is the southern part. And then Monday, that disturbance is in the Gulf. And that thing could blow up down there. We'll have to watch that. Around here, the weather looks pretty quiet. Tuesday, we do have an upper trough over the northeast United States. That'll swing a surface boundary down this way. Although Tuesday looks relatively dry, we'll have to watch that. The GFS has that surface low over the far southwestern Gulf. And then Wednesday, it moves it up into the area near Brownsville, Texas, with a very deep tropical moisture plume moving up into the Texas coastal plain. So, again, that's one possibility for our friends down there, and that thing could be a pretty formidable storm, maybe a hurricane at that point. And around here, I do think we'll see an increase in showers and storms with that weak boundary coming in from the north. And quickly, a peek at the end of the cycle. This is the 2nd of August as summer rolls along. This time, the 594 circle is out there over the high plains, and around here, that looks like some pretty standard weather. Looks like some kind of tropical system shows up out there in the Atlantic, moving up into the north part of the Atlantic. But no doubt the weather should be very interesting in the days and weeks to come, with the tropical season getting more active. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on TV this evening, ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful evening, and God bless.